A bill that could restrict education access to undocumented students is making its way through the Tennessee Senate.
We told you earlier this week about the passage and subsequent protests of the House version of the bill, but there are differences between the two. Senate bill still would allow public schools to refuse enrollment of students without a legal immigration status, but first they must offer them the chance to pay tuition.
An amendment on the bill states minimum uniform tuition amounts would be established. Earlier this week, the bill was assigned to the Senate's Finance Committee's calendar.
News Channel 9's Mary Beth Mangrum explores the impact of the bill and what it could mean for Tennessee students. Mary Beth.
Josh, Kim, this bill passed narrowly through the Senate Education Committee and not without reaction from those watching. State Senator Bo Watson, who is sponsoring the bill, says it's fulfilling a fiscal purpose, but its passage into law would mean challenging a Supreme Court precedent.
We will take a 5-minute recess.
This was the reaction to the narrow passage of State Senator Bo Watson's bill, aiming to change how schools in Tennessee deal with undocumented students.
This legislation says if you are not able to prove your lawful residence here, a local LEA may charge you tuition for attendance, which addresses the physical nature of this legislation. This is not about denying education to those students.
Senator Watson's bill is now amended to give schools the choice.
They have the option but are not required to charge tuition for a student's enrollment.
But this legislation is conflicting with current law.
The Plyler decision was the decision that led us to where we are today, where we are as a state and as a local LEA we are required to provide funding for any student that seeks a public education. Chattanooga
immigration attorney Brittany Faith says it's no question that this law would be challenged.
Blatantly unconstitutional. They've been pretty honest that that's their goal, is to set this up as a challenge to Plyler versus Doe.
And takes issue with the choice to charge tuition, as the state's tax structure is sales tax based.
Because of that, they're paying the same amount of taxes that go toward the public education system that somebody who is in legal status does.
Testimony from one public school teacher during this committee touched on how this could affect one of her students.
At the same time, this student's family will continue to provide her share of funding for public education through local and state sales tax, as well as through property taxes.
But Faith says the sponsors could need other states to pass similar bills to overturn that Supreme Court decision.
The issue that is going to occur for them is that the Supreme Court is unlikely to take this if all of the circuits agree. So if Tennessee is the only state that passes a law like this, then the Supreme Court is unlikely to take it, and they will just rely on the Sixth Circuit decision.
We plan to discuss this bill with Senator Watson today, but he had to reschedule. Kim?
Mary Beth, thank you. The bill will go before the Senate Finance Committee on Tuesday.